Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Monday, June 8th. Let me make sure the volume is all the way up. Yes, it is. Awesome. So, hey, first and foremost, I think this week continues kind of the positive momentum, right? We have come out of the valley of despair, and we should have some pretty good kind of numbers for at least the next couple of weeks, where we are going to see perhaps a pause in what is coming on is when we get to the next earnings round. But let's not think about that today. Let's enjoy this week. Friday, I think, last Friday is going to be proved to be an inflection point. I'm calling it now, and we'll see how I look in 6 weeks. That I think Friday and the call out to agents, which I actually did a very short video on, to reach out to listing, people who wanted to sell their real estate. We're going to see if listings go up. They won't go up everywhere, but I'm guessing we're going to see a flood of listings. I really do. I mean, if we are going to think this economy is getting back on track, we're going to take our spring selling season and make it a summer selling season. And if that happens, that will be a signal to me that this 33-day bear market is behind us, and we will forget about it in months or quarters to come once we kind of absorb a nasty quarter of earnings, which we won't even think about. We'll write them off. So again, let's enjoy the week. Again, I think Friday is an inflection point. I don't know how else to say it. I still, 3 days later, people are arguing over their number. Man, you're missing the point. Right? Don't argue a data point. Look at the trend, and the trend is drastically changed. And for the first time, we have people calling out a 10 million jobs growth in June. No, what are we in? We're in June, yeah. So again, I think signs are looking better. Yes, we still have double-digit unemployment. Yes, we have plenty of problems, but we have a few less problems than just a couple of weeks ago. I feel it just in my little area, right? People went from being very kind of stand back to, man, let's go out. Let's do something. So what I reported 6 weeks ago about China, kind of the revenge purchase, their words, not mine, appears to be happening. Restaurants are full, although they're at reduced capacity. All the caveats, but again, the economy is picking back up, and let's just enjoy it. So a couple of quick things. Stanley Druckenmiller was on CNBC this morning, basically saying he missed it. And I think you're going to see this a lot from the hedge funds folks. And I've been pretty clear I missed it as well. Stanley Druckenmiller says he's been humbled by the rally. He's made 3% over the last couple of months, where the market is up 40 to 45%. And, I appreciate that. When you're wrong, own it, as I have. And the fact that somebody of that stature comes out and says that is pretty good, because most people will come out and celebrate their wins and what they got right. I respect you more when you come out and tell me what you got wrong. And I've been pretty clear on this, that I was wrong as well. So shout out to him. On the stock front, RBC came out this morning and raised Amazon's target to 3,300. Actually, I think I checked, they're at 2,800 today, so that's a 20% pop, roughly. So pretty interesting. On the hiring side, looks like Dunkin', which Dunkin' Donuts, they plan to hire 25,000 people this summer. Not to be outdone, Taco Bell's looking to hire 30,000 people. It looks like fast food is ramping back pretty quickly. So again, lots of good stuff going on there. New York phase 1 begins today. Again, to see the jobs number open up when you really had California and New York population hubs still on lockdown, just shows you how good June could be. Again, we're not going right back to 3.5% unemployment. I get it. But we're not going to see the 25% either that we all feared, 30 days ago. So pretty interesting. A little tidbit from around the world: New Zealand is claiming to have eliminated the virus. Uh, some good news there. They've obviously instituted some pretty significant travel bans and things of that nature. But again, it's not horrible news, right? TSA talking about airlines. Man, airline stocks are on fire. Wow. TSA talked about 431,000 passenger screenings yesterday. That is a record for this time period. But realize that's still 83.5% below last year this time. So, but it's upwards. It's not 97% below, right? So it's trending backwards. I think it is pretty clear that the next stimulus will actually not go out and really be discussed until July. I think it behooves all of us to wait and see what happens in June, to see where we have to add stimulus. I think another stimulus will happen, out question. I think we need to see what the first $3 trillion does. So we spend our future money, our kids' money, where it is most appropriate. I think sending out another $3 trillion kind of catch-all is a mistake that we would pay for years to come. We don't need any more national debt. But I do think we need to tweak some things. Hospitals come to mind for sure. I think what I'm reading in hospitals is it doesn't compute in my head, right? This is a health crisis, but yet hospitals are suffering. It's because of all the elective surgeries and the like. But again, I think another stimulus will come, but it won't come till July because we're going to want to see the employment picture in June, where that goes. So all these videos coming out about stimulus every day, I think we're going to wait till July until there's something meaningful to talk about. What else? Oh, something else I want to talk about, just because I'm seeing such a run up in airlines and cruise lines. It just feels to me, as somebody who was burned by the dot-com crisis back in the early 2000s, that there are companies flying higher because people are just running them higher when they don't have earnings. So if you own and are buying these airlines and cruise stocks, do me a favor. Go check out some companies that I looked at from the dot-com era that had similar sky-high valuations and then suddenly were gone. Check out etoys.com, pets.com, Razorfish, and Webvan. There's a long list. I could have picked other names. I just wanted you to go look just so you appreciate how billion-dollar companies can go from hero to zero very quickly when they don't have earnings, right? Eventually, positive earnings matter. There was jokes back in 2000 that people were selling $80 items and wrapping them in $100 bills, right? Eyeballs mattered until they didn't. We have cruise lines anchored around the world not doing anything, and no cruises planned until later this year, but yet their stocks are flying higher. Frankly, if I owned a cruise line, given all the debt we've taken, I'd probably be selling shares into this craziness, right? You want my shares? Great. Let me sell some shares and pay off some debt. We'll see if that happens. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying, right? I'm not a stock guy. Don't own any stocks. Won't own any stocks. But again, just remember that there were companies worth $20 billion that were not worth $20 billion when the market realized that earnings matter. So just be careful. Energy's up. OPEC has again agreed to keep production down until the end of July. So they extended that. But what's interesting is it looks like shale companies are, I don't know, what would you call them, starting back up. Again, they couldn't make money sub $30. 32 was kind of the magic mark. Oil's up near 40. And as New York and California open, demand's going to go up for gas. So we really do seem to be picking back up. And V-shaped recovery in the stock market, no doubt. But man, it could happen in the economy too. This will be for the history books. And again, for real estate, for me, it's all about listings, right? Do listings go up? I don't know. Let's use a national number. 15%. I think they were 1.1 million nationally, single-family homes, the last report I saw. So are they 1.25 million, maybe 1.27 million by the end of June? That'd be a good sign. That would mean the transaction engine is going. But if listings still stay flat, there's another problem going on out there. So it will be interesting. I think we can call the bear market over. This is the shortest bear market ever. It was 33 days in duration. It went from February 19th to March 23rd. Who would have guessed that? Not me. Not me. Next up, Biden looks like he is clearly, or actually now officially, is the Democratic nominee. Yeah, he's got all the delegates or whatever you call that. So now we need to hear from him. With the economy coming back and all of this, he can't just say nothing and be the not Trump guy. That's not going to work for him. He needs to get out there and talk and tell us his story, right? What are you going to do? The last campaign was, hey, I'm not him. That didn't work out so well. So get out there, have an opinion, let people know you. You know, a lot of people think you're going to go out there and talk and confuse people, but you've got to do something. If the economy is truly coming back screaming and we get back to all-time highs and people are feeling better, the not Trump trade is probably not a good political strategy. So be careful. Be careful. What else do we have today? Oh, I just want to say one thing about CrossFit. I don't know if I've mentioned a few times in passing. I've used to go to a CrossFit gym a lot, and their CEO came out and said some stupid things the other day, and boy, I'm glad to see him get just hammered. Reebok has pulled out of sponsorship. Rogue, which are two big institutions, have pulled out, and the CrossFit community has hammered him for his insensitive and racist comments. And the gym that I used to go to, NC Fit, run by Jason Khalipa, actually said we are no longer going to associate with CrossFit, and they're canceling their, I'm not sure what it's called, membership or sponsorship or whatever it is. So Jason, nice job. That's a good move, man. We don't need to support people who don't understand what is going on. So nice job, buddy. What else do we got for you? That's what I got. The Feel Good Rally continues. We got an interview at 8 o'clock with Greg Dickerson. Of course, it is Monday. I'm going to be doing another presentation for you about what is going on with, I forget his name already. I have another surprise presentation I built over the weekend that I will, Ken McElroy. That's it, man. Drew a blank. Ken McElroy. And I want to do a video on something I saw him present over the weekend. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Again, the Feel Good Rally continues. Enjoy it. It's summer. Get some sunshine. Get some vitamin D. Let's wear our masks if you're in a big group, right? Let's not do anything silly. But yeah, I think it's social distancing mask, and we just get through this. And the American consumer is legit. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.